In this video, you're going to learn how to stop muscling the ball, which prevents you from having more power and smoother timing. So if that's something you're interested in, keep watching. Hi, this is Kevin Garlington from TotalTennisDomination.com. And in this video, I want to go over something I see a lot of players doing. You may be doing it yourself, which is they muscle the ball and they're very stiff. And usually when they're trying to learn a new stroke like the forehand or the backhand or even the serve, their biggest issue is that they're squeezing the racket and they're muscling the ball. Now, the reason why this is so important not to do is because it takes away a lot of the rhythm and timing you're going to get. Also, it's a lot more work, so you're going to wear yourself out. So the keys I want to talk about today is how we can learn to relax more. I want to talk about first starting with the hand, working yourself down to the stomach, and then to the swing. What I mean by the hands is when we swing, whether it be a forehand or a backhand, we want everything to be nice and smooth and relaxed. Like you see the pros, you see a Federer, even a Nadal. Even though he's swinging really fast, he's very smooth and still relaxed. He's just doing it in a very rapid fashion. Now, one of the keys so you can learn to accelerate your racket is learning how to relax and when to relax. Now, to do this, I always think about first, you have to have softer hands. For feel to happen, you have to be able to relax enough for the ball to get on the strings or stay on the strings. So the first thing I like to say is to my players when they're holding the racket is that we want to put most of their attention in these three fingers, mainly these top two and this bottom one. So as I'm grabbing the racket, these two fingers are doing a lot of work and you see there's a lot of room, and then the bottom three kind of grab the racket. Now the key here is that when I hold my racket, there's a lot of room for my racket to play. This is one of the key differences with players that can develop a lot of racket speed. They have a lot of time where the racket can develop a little bit of whip, and even if I take it back here, the racket can move. Compared to if you're stiff, you're holding the racket, you're muscling the ball. Next part, after you relax your hand, is to relax your torso. A lot of times I see people in their swinging that's very tight here. What we want to do is learn to rotate, okay? And learn to rotate nice and smooth. I like to think about it if you're pulling something. If I'm pulling something behind me or I'm going to throw something, or if you've ever been out to the lake and you have a rock and you want to skip it, you're very relaxed. You're not stiff trying to skip the rock on the water. That same action, how you relax and you use your body, is the same motion you want to use when you're hitting the ball. Third is about relaxing the swing. The swing should be smooth, meaning that we're going to start off slow and then accelerate at the last second. Now, I will say, in that portion of when you're going to accelerate, you may grab the racket a little bit tighter to hold on to it. But up until then, it's going to be nice and smooth. The more you create this slow, then accelerate motion on all your strokes are going to be that much better and have that much more feel. So in review, I want to make sure you understand, relax your hand. Okay, very important. Not to squeeze the racket so tight that you won't let the racket play. Next, relax your core. Okay, again, this works both on your forehand, on your backhand, and even on your serve. Okay, that same motion we use to skip a rock is what we're going to use whether we're hitting a forehand, a serve, or if you're throwing a frisbee. That's going to be how you're going to use your core. And lastly, relax your swing. Start off with a nice slow motion and then work on accelerating, whether it be the forehand or the backhand or even the serve. We're starting off nice and slow and accelerating. The more you can use these tips to relax your body, you're going to notice more power, you're going to notice you're not as tired, and you're going to notice you're going to have better timing. And I know a lot of people ask me, how can I have better timing? This is it. The smoother you are, the better time you're going to have. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up below, and make sure you check out my new site at TotalTennisDomination.com. This is Kevin Garlington, and play tough.